Hey everybody, this is Scott with Stand Your Ground Studio. Today I just wanted to post a quick video about the incident where the little bird landed on Bernie Sanders' podium and the power of symbolism and how very real it is. How this world is ruled by symbols, not laws. I was going to make that point, but I realized, you know what? In my earlier videos about Donald Trump, I've kind of understated a few facts. I've talked all about how he's a symbol, where they project a lot of gloom and doom on him. There's a fascist Nazi element in our midst, and people are falsely waking up to it. What I have understated, though, is that he is fostering an atmosphere where a lot of people are truly hateful. They are very racist. They're very uneducated, very unintelligent, and there's very much a brown shirts atmosphere about it. So I went to just look up a quick example of that, just to say, on balance, he is all those things, and he's supposed to be that type of threat so that people actually band together and try to fight against him. So I went and looked up a recent account that I heard about. I've heard various accounts, and I totally believe that these rallies are scary. I wouldn't want to be at them. Just in the course of looking up an account to prove that point, I ended up proving my earlier point even more. This guy right here and a few of his friends went to a Trump rally, and they report everything you've ever heard about a Trump rally. And he actually probably holds back a little bit, but it's what you would expect. Multitudes of people were thrown out while Trump supporters yelled and booed at them, some with racial slurs, saying F you, go back to Africa, go back to Mexico, get an effing job, and the list goes on. And I'm sure that's totally true, and I'm sure it's even a scaled down account of, or a watered down version of what can happen. But it didn't take long for his actual message to start to come out, right here. And on top of that, it was far from accessible for the disabled. Bernie's rally in Tucson last night had an entire section reserved for the disabled, and 2 ASL interpreters were provided. But Trump's rally? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Zero. Very telling. Yeah, very telling indeed. So who do you think this guy is telling you to get behind? Whenever you write something this long and you want people to feel a certain way and behave a certain way, you tell them how to feel and you give a call to action on what they should do. And maybe they won't run right out and do it, but it's good writing. So it gives a bunch of details. They were made very uncomfortable just trying to leave. So here it is right here. I'm going to actually go ahead and say a cuss word just in case you're at work or you're around your kids or whatever. I've never seen so much hate and ignorance in one room. It was just horrifying. I am utterly scared shitless of America's and our future. Please, please do not vote for this disgusting, vile human being if you call that scum a human being. And there it is. He's laying it out there. You should be afraid too for our entire future, for everybody around you. We need to band together and fight. So this guy right here is the symbol for Team Red, getting all the people riled up in the way that they will respond to. And I don't know if this guy actually works for Bernie, the system, or he's just someone who's swept up in the atmosphere and just trying to do what he thinks is right. I'll leave that up to you to decide. But he is 100% fulfilling that role of getting us to band together to fight one another, because people may not know it, but Bernie sounds like he's giving the exact opposite message. He's really just giving the flip side of the coin, which is that message of togetherness. Now we must band together, and whatever it is you feel that you're banding together for, the light of humanity, for justice and all that. Higher up on my Facebook feed, I saw a meme that showed that Trump is 100% unqualified to be president. What the caption says above it is, okay, so we've proven that he's unqualified, now it's just what do we do about the morons who want him in office? And that's exactly the point. It's us versus them. We're all being pitted against one another in more ways than just this, but it's that great big fracturing, that civil war that's being created. And the further we go down this road, the more black and white everyone's going to see it, and people don't realize they're going to become just like the enemy that they're fighting. So people like to act like they're more rational than they actually are, and they like to think that symbols don't really affect them. But keeping in mind everything I just said, watch what happens in the background when a little birdie lands on Bernie's podium.
Now you see, this little bird doesn't know it. Oh.
Look at this guy over here.
I think there may be some symbolism here.
Okay, so at first glance it looks like everyone's staring up at the sky instinctively, but I'm pretty sure there's a jumbotron at this stadium. But more importantly, all that happened was a little bird flew up on the podium and watched everyone go crazy at the exact same time. And this is a tell of what's going on inside of everyone. So if you can imagine what it'll be like when the world's going all to hell and the real false miracles start showing up, things are going to change really fast. So like I've been saying, don't get swept up in the narrative, and you have to stay grounded. You have to stay with Christ. Steel yourselves and be prepared for things to get very riled up very soon. Things are going to get very uncomfortable. Let me know what you think below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you next time.